My comment is about the result of the federal election. It appears that the Liberal Party have been successful in picking up 76 seats, so therefore they have got a majority and they'll form a government. But I don't know how long for. I'm not sure whether Malcolm Turnbull will be celebrating. I think there's a lot of people that, well, they protested by voting for other parties and in particular the independents. What he wanted before and what he got, well, was better before than what it is. And their prediction is that we may go to the polls again by the end of the year. I don't think that Malcolm will do that, because I really do believe that if he went to the polls again within 6 months, that he would definitely lose government, because we were all pretty shocked to see that he's lost, 12, 13 seats, and the independents have grown. And I think that there's a positive movement towards trying to control the two major parties. I think people are sick and tired. It's either black or white. There has to be a bit of grey. I don't know whether you voted for the independents. They seem to be growing in popularity, and the major parties, well, they're losing their supporters. I personally have a view about changing the leaders of a particular party. I think it's wrong, and I think that most Australians proved their point by obviously having an informal vote or voting for someone else. What you don't do is vote for a party with a leader and then have the party itself kick the leader out and put someone else because they're concerned about the polls that show that they may be decimated. If that was the case, that's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind losing fairly. I don't mind losing fairly. What I do mind is being cheated, and I think that the Australian public have been cheated. What are they going to do from now? Well, I think that no positive policy will be put forward without first considering the possibility of losing votes, and I don't think that's healthy for any country. I think it's best that we deal with strong politicians who have strong views and do the right thing for their country. Everyone's talking about whether there'll be a position for Tony Abbott on the front bench. I think Malcolm Turnbull would be, well, looking after himself first, and I don't think for a second that Tony Abbott will be on the front bench. I think that Malcolm is only concerned about looking after the Malcolm Turnbull government, and I'm so sick of hearing his name. I don't know how he goes to bed each night and looks at himself in the mirror each morning and saying, geez, you're a top bloke, you know, you are what the people want or need, because that's clearly not the case. I think that Malcolm is probably now considering moving on. I think that once he's put this behind him, he'll probably consider stepping down, giving the position to someone else, because if he goes to another election, he's going to lose, and lose big time. There's no way that people will vote for him. There's too much animosity here, and of course he can't warm to the Australian public. The Australian public like to vote for a man that they can feel, or a woman for that matter, they can feel that they are on their level. As a person out in the western suburbs said to him, I can't vote for you because your cufflinks are worth more than my car. Now, I don't know why Malcolm has decided to become Prime Minister. He has more than any man could possibly want when it comes to personal wealth. As I said before in one of my comments, he's now got to live with the fact that he's been a successful businessman but a failed Prime Minister or politician. And I think that that's going to hurt his ego. So I hope that he does step aside, give it to someone else. Well, we'll just see. I saw the morning show the other day with the joke about Pyne 19. Everyone's having a bit of a laugh. Obviously, Christopher Pyne is a great politician. He's very ambitious, and he's very good with the public, and he's just one of those blokes that you can't help but like. I think that, well, I don't like to say this, but congratulations to Bill Shorten, because he ran a fantastic campaign. I didn't think he was ever going to come close, and as I saw him campaign, I thought he was a much better campaigner than our Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull, and everyone would have to agree. So, is there a difference between a politician who's a people of the man, who is a man of the people, or a politician who has, well, enormous wealth that really is on a egotistical train ride heading for a wreck? I think that what's happened in the last couple of weeks have been a bit of a wake-up call for Conservative voters. We've got our hand out, we're looking for something for nothing, and of course now, well, we'll just see whether we're going to get what we voted for. I don't think much is going to happen now between now and then, whenever then will be. I think that each policy will take a long time to get through, and of course it'll be number one on the agenda to make sure that whatever goes through, it's going to be popular with the Australian public, because their votes are what's going to really count. So it's the public first, Australia second. I think that that's probably bad for us. I think Australia first and the public second. Great country, we need great people to make great decisions for the better of our future generations, and I just don't see that that's happening. We need some more young blood to come in, some of the older boys like people around my age. Well, we just can't see what you young people can see, and I think that some young people should enter into politics and take on some of the older fellows, and well, let us retire in peace and look after our pension. Thank you.